Hello, my name is Merv Scott, and I'm a member of the Victoria Genealogical Society. Assisting me today is Claudia Boorman. We'd like to welcome you to Genealogy in the Classroom, a resource for teachers and students which was designed and developed by the Victoria Genealogical Society. Websites are usually pretty intuitive to use, and hopefully ours is too, but we've developed this 10-minute video to show teachers and others how this website can be used, especially for students in a classroom setting. The first thing to know is that it's free, and there are no registration hassles or passwords to remember, which makes it easy to use too. Let's get started. The website address for Genealogy in the Classroom is www.victoriags.org /school/. Enter our web address into your internet browser and you will be taken to our Genealogy in the Classroom welcome page. At the top of the page is a link to this video you are watching today. Scroll down and you find our colorful schoolhouse graphic. We've got a lot of ideas for you and your students to choose from, so we've sorted them into different rooms of a schoolhouse to make it easier for you to find what you're looking for. There's the classroom on the top floor. Teacher's corner is below that. Then the computer lab. And the library. And across the hallway is the supplies room. You get the idea. We even have a playground with online games just down the front doorsteps. You can explore each room by just clicking your mouse on the room of your choice or by using the drop-down menu at the top of the page. For teachers, the real heart of our online schoolhouse is the classroom. So let's have a look at how this room works. We'll come back and look at the other rooms later. Click on the classroom and a new screen pops up. This title row shows you that you are now in the classroom. The section below the title provides an introduction to the room, and this submenu shows there are two topics to pick from: 1, 2, 3, Go and My Family, My Story. Each of these topics are actually full lesson series, as they include several student activities that have been designed by the teachers we recruited to provide a progression of learning activities for your students. From this point, you can either scroll down the page or you can jump directly to that part of the page you're looking for, just by clicking on the lesson series title here. If you ever wondered how to teach genealogy to your students, then 1, 2, 3, Go is the place to start. Let's click on 1, 2, 3, Go. There. 1, 2, 3, Go, the first steps in learning genealogy. And what are those steps? Well, as we scroll down the page, we see them. In step 1, Talk to your family first, students learn how to produce a questionnaire to be used to gather family information. In step 2, Grow your family tree, students use the information they collected from their questionnaires to create their family tree. Here we also provide different types of family tree charts to use and other tips for teachers to ensure all students feel engaged regardless of their family structure. In step 2, we have additional related activities like Who's Missing from the Family Tree and Finding the People, which, for example, shows you how to find information using online resources provided by BC Archives. Scrolling further down the page, we come to step 3, My Own Time Machine, where students are shown how to fill in a timeline chart using the information they gathered in the earlier steps. In this activity, we use the online Amazing Time Machine, also provided by BC Archives. All those 3 steps make up the lesson series we call 1, 2, 3, Go. As you see, the page goes on to the next lesson series called My Family, My Story. It starts with family heirlooms, where the importance of heirlooms are discussed. Here the activity is having students write a short report about one of their favorite heirlooms. In family photos, we provide some turn of the 20th century photos which are fun to look at. These photos were provided by BC Archives. In this activity, students are shown how to make a then and now heritage poster. The final step in this lesson series is titled My Own Story, where students are shown how to write a story about an important event in their family's history. In this activity, we show students how to use facts tables and story mapping to organize their ideas. This would make a great English lesson as well. Notice at the bottom of the page there is a link to the library where we store online resources like the BC Archives Amazing Time Machine, and another link to the supplies room to find supplies for all these activities. And we've also added a bottom menu bar, which is easier than scrolling all the way back up to the menu bar at the top of the page. And that's the classroom in a nutshell. There are 2 lesson series, each with 3 primary activities and several supporting activities. Now that you've seen how the classroom is organized, let's take a closer look at one of the student activity pages. So let's just scroll up the page and pick one. Here, how about My Own Time Machine? Here's the title and description, and below that it says to see the activity sheet, go to the My Own Time Machine activity page. That means we just click on the highlighted link. Let's try it. There we go, My Own Time Machine. Like all the student activity sheets, it begins with a little background section for this activity, then some genealogical terms. In this activity there are 2 resources available: a blank My Own Time Machine timeline table, which we provide in a printable format, and a sample timeline table, already showing events in BC's history, also available in a printable format. Below that are some reference ideas for those that want to learn more. And below that, the What to Do section. That's what the student activity actually is. In this case, to fill in a blank timeline table with information about their family. Next we have a What's Next section with some ideas for further activities. And finally, a short note of encouragement for the student. Put your own time machine on the wall at home, and congratulations, you are your family's historian. Below that is a link to the printable version of the student activity sheet, and that's how all the student activities are laid out. To leave this activity page and go back to the classroom, we can use the menu bar at the bottom, or click on the browser's back key. Let's do that. There we go. We're back at the classroom page. You'll see that you can print the student activity page here too. And the next highlighted link is to the teacher notes for this activity. So let's have a quick look at how teacher notes are laid out. Click on the highlighted teacher notes and this screen pops up. Here we go, the teacher notes for My Own Time Machine. Below the title is a full discussion providing information and tips to help a teacher organize and run this class. This activity is about filling in a blank timeline table, so under Resources, we provide a printable blank timeline table as well as printable sample timeline table that is already filled with events about BC's history. We also added a reference section. If you want to learn more about this topic, just click on one of the highlighted links. Easy. At the bottom of the page, we provide a link to a printable version of the full teacher notes. And that's how teacher notes and student activities work. Let's go back to the main schoolhouse graphic to look at other features of genealogy in the classroom. We're at the bottom menu bar, so just click on the Home key. There, we're back at the schoolhouse. We've looked at the classroom where all the activities are stored. For each activity, there are teacher notes, and they are all stored over here in Teacher's Corner. Where are all the forms and charts used in the classroom in Teacher's Corner? Over here in the supplies room, of course. Where else would they be? The online resources like the Amazing Time Machine are available in the library, as are some links to articles students can read about genealogy. You can even go to the computer lab where we have links to video seminars about different aspects of genealogy research. Yes, we do have lots of links to activities, projects and resources that were mostly developed by other organizations, like the BC Archives, the Canadian Museum of Civilization, Library and Archives Canada, and many more. With their cooperation and approval, we've collected our favorites here to hopefully build teachers, students, and parents a one-stop shopping center for genealogy youth activities. A great room for everyone in the family is the Family History Club. Let's have a quick look. The top of the page is our youth activity book, which can be purchased for $5 and is a great way to get young people engaged in genealogy. Next is an animated video, Family History Made Simple, which is really great. Please find the time to watch it. Next are our own family history activities, then our Youth Write-In Challenge, where your students or child can send us a story about one of their ancestors, and it may be selected and published in our quarterly VGS journal. The list goes on. You get the idea. Now, let's go back to the home page. We hope you poke your head into each room of our schoolhouse and have a look around. There's lots to see and do. If you have any questions, you can email us. Just go to the top of the page where you can always find our email address. We'd love to hear what you think about genealogy in the classroom and how we could improve it. Our goal is to provide something useful to teachers, parents, and students, so we'd love to hear from you. Well, we've now come to the end of this video. On behalf of all the Victoria Genealogical Society volunteers who have worked on developing genealogy in the classroom, that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye.